Hi and a very good evening all of you. This video is about an update regarding the new batch which is going to start on January 2024, which is the 1st of January 2024, and I'm going to give you a detailed update on how you have to start your preparation and further guidance where and how you're going to get, how to use the app, all the details, okay, is going to be given in this particular video. Okay, now if you see, you might have already got this. Okay, if not, I'll tell you how to get this. Okay, this is a MDS preparation guide, study guide or checklist 2024-25. So I need you to download this from the app and keep it with you. Okay, and you're going to tick mark each and every section as you go on. Okay, now I'm going to tell you the initial part of it, and the later it will just keep on, I'll keep on updating more and more details on the app. Okay, now basically it all starts with gathering or getting the study materials. That is what I'm going to tell you about today, the textbooks, the MCQ books, what you have to go and all those. Okay, but just let me just introduce you to this particular study guide. Now the second thing I'll be discussing is about the schedule. So you will get a schedule, creating a schedule in the sense there are lots of things included, including the subject-wise schedule and the topic-wise schedule. So how you're going to get and all those. Okay. Now how you're going to modify all those details will be given to you as we go on. Okay. Now then there will be orientation. There will be orientation sessions which are recorded as well as live orientation session before your batch starts. So I'll get on to that also. Then understanding the syllabus or understanding the pattern of the examination, that's the next thing which you have to go. So each and everything, so this will contain everything from day one till your NEET MDS exam. That is this guide. Okay, attempting how to attempt an assessment exam. So if you're not doing that, that's a problem thing. Then what all you have to look into when you're learning your concepts. Okay, then building a habit of learning, how you're building it, so you'll get guidance on this. This is just a checklist. Okay, now practice new questions, what all you have to keep in mind, how to simulate the exam conditions, about mock exams, how it has to be. Okay, then after the exam, how we have to analyze the exam, that is the academy app based exam, how to stay healthy, definitely don't forget this. Okay, how to manage stress, definitely, and how to stay motivated. So are you staying motivated? Are you getting, now this is very specifically important for those who are doing self preparation as well. Now if you are in Dental Amaze Academy, definitely each and every step will be followed to you and you'll be guided, but you have to check this. Are you following this at every step of your preparation or not? Okay, stay informed, okay, regarding when are the dates, things, all those things, when are the notifications going to come up regarding the exam, how you have to apply everything. Then early practice for the final day, it's very, very, very important. Okay, early practice for the final day, and this is where you have to know, organize your contents, okay, improve your revision strategies, revision speed, all that I'll come to the end. Okay, but now I'm going to start with the study materials. Okay, that's the first thing. So how do you get this? Okay, if you have joined the Dental Amaze Academy recently for the new batch, I'll tell you what to do next and how to get the study guide and as well as further guidances and the contents. Okay, if you come here, this is the laptop version of your app. You can open it on your mobile screen or you can open it on your laptop or desktop. Okay, now this is the thing I was talking about, the study guide. I'll show you this in detail, but also you'll get schedule and notification there, then guidance sessions, that is live orientation session. So regarding this, I'll come with another video. There's like each component which is available on your app, what all is there, how to access them and all. I'll come with another video. Okay, because this year you have got an older video on YouTube. This year we are updating the pattern on the app, so you'll get a new video on that. Okay, anyway, when your batch starts, you'll be guided individually. Now I'll just click on the study guide, and once it opens, okay, now this is the checklist I was talking about. You can go see, first thing which opens is your study guide. You can go and just simply click on download button here and get it, the download copy, take a printout of it and you can use it. Okay, now you don't need to use it on the app. Okay, you have to now this is a list of books, all the details are there. Okay, understanding the exam pattern, how to approach a subject, smart learning strategies, common mistakes, Okay, everything, how to build the habit of learning, how to stay motivated, when to start your preparation. Then there are miscellaneous topics on, so it's a complete guide. Okay, it's a complete guide. Now now there are a few days for starting the new batch. You can go through this, at least go through the exam, how the exam pattern is, and get ready. Okay, now don't worry, even if you are not finishing them, you'll get guidance individually as you go on. Okay, so let's come to the topic of today, which is the study material. So gathering the study materials, including your books to refer. Now, as a part of study guide, which is the step-by-step approach, I'm going to tell you today about, as I've shown you, books to refer 1. Then I'll be coming to the assessment exam, how you have to attempt. This is what you have to do before your start of your batch. Okay, assessment exam has to be done. How to understand the schedule, what to do. Now, exam pattern, how to approach a subject, that it will be updated by. But in this particular video, I'll be discussing books to refer majorly, assessment exam and schedule. Okay, in the coming sessions, you'll also get exam pattern, how to approach a subject and all those. Okay. Exam pattern is very, very, very important to understand. Okay, guys. Now, there are some must-have books. There are some optional books. Okay. Now, regarding the must-have books, I'll tell you, there are, I'll just, zoom a little bit. Okay. Now, the must-have books, there is no doubt you should have your dental pulse or dentist. Now, this is a big problem. People buy both. Why do you want both? Dental pulse or dentist? I usually suggest dental pulse, not over yet. Yes, there is no doubt you have to get the latest edition of dental pulse. Okay, people ask that, do you have the downloadable format of dental pulse? No, if at all it is there circulating in internet, there is a very, very, very old edition. Dental pulse doesn't allow the downloadable version of the latest edition to circulate, not even the previous versions, because that is a big, let's say, copyright crime, which you should not do also. So please get the latest edition, it will pay you back. Okay, your first stipend, I always tell this, your first stipend is sufficient from a government dental college to pay you back everything what you have put this particular year. So don't hesitate to get the latest edition of your dental pulse. If you have any confusion, if you need any help, we will help you. We'll share you the link for buying it. No problem. We'll tell you what is the latest edition, but yes, you have to get that. Okay. Don't ask in the group. Some people, once they come, do you have the downloadable version or PDF? You will not get the latest edition unless you do something, unethical. Okay. Now, the second thing which you must have is Dental Amaze Academy app. I would rather say, if you have these two, Dental Pulse or Dentist, preferably Dental Pulse and Dental Amaze Academy app, sufficient. Okay, no other books needed except very, very, very selective. I'll come to that. Okay, and even if you don't have anything else, it will still work out. But now, if you want to be doing something that extra bit, I'll tell you what to do. Okay. Now, what all do you get? You all know what you get from the Dental Pulse. I don't need to tell you. But what all do you get from the Dental Amaze Academy app, and why am I saying that it is sufficient? You're going to get from the Dental Amaze Academy app the topic-wise practice questions. Okay. You also get subject-wise practice questions. You also get image-based practice questions. You get clinical case. Now, it's a very important new addition to the latest pattern of exam. Clinical based practice questions. You also get live test series besides this. Okay, you also get live test series, live exams. And yes, this one, that is which will be including grand test, revision exam, mock exams, and much, much more. The more you are attempting, the more you're going to get. Now, one special feature of our app is going to be that option to bookmark. Okay, you can bookmark it, any question you want on the app itself. So in this way, you can create your own question bank. Okay, means to say that you have got one question bank with you, which is Dental Pulse, plus another question bank of all the questions you wanted on a particular section, which is called bookmark. Okay, you open, I'll tell you how to open this bookmark section, how to bookmark, and I'll be guide. It's very, very simple. Even without guidance, you can do that very clearly on the app. Once you open the questions, there is an option called bookmark. But anyway, I'll show you at later phase. Now, that's a two must have. Okay, now I'm going to come to the optional books or the books you need to have for selective reading. Okay, selective reading, I would say you need 8 books. It's very, this is like again not mandatory. If at all you're buying it, share it with your friends. Okay, definitely one of your friend will also be preparing. Not one, at least 2, 3, 4 will be there. So share it with them. Okay, and if you want, I usually don't recommend, but even if, because very selective topic, you don't need the entire book and all, so share it. For biochemistry, there's a book called Across. There's also a book called Rebecca. Now, I'll tell the advantage, disadvantage of this, Across and Rebecca. This is all MCQ books I'm talking about, okay, not textbooks. Textbooks, you know. Now, see again, do you need textbooks? That's a question mark. I'll come to that, okay. For very selective purpose, you need textbook. I'll come to that. But now biochemistry, Across or Rebecca, either one. Physiology, again Across or Sauman Manna. Now you'll see that Across is common, isn't it? So basically, Across is one book which covers both biochemistry and physiology. Okay, both biochemistry and physiology. Now, why I'm saying this Across is a good option to have is that your dental pulse have actually 2 things, very little coverage of biochemistry, physiology, one, and second thing is it's very vague, very vague. You will definitely get topic wise practice questions. That's what I said. Okay, even if you have your Dental Amaze Academy app, it is sufficient. But if you want extra, okay, then it's a good book to have, Across and Sauman Manna or Rebecca, either one. Okay, sorry, Across or Rebecca and Sauman Manna. Okay, now what I was saying is Across is a common book, one book for physiology, biochemistry. Now Rebecca is a separate book for biochemistry, Sauman Manna is a separate book for physiology. So either you have to buy Across, which is common for both, or Rebecca plus Sauman Manna. Now what is the advantage of Across? As I've told you, Across one book. It's a one book solution. Now it's very selective. Okay, we'll guide you. Once when we are starting your biochemistry, physiology, we'll tell you what to do, what to read from biochemistry and physiology Across or those particular Sauman Manna, Rebecca. You don't need to do cover to cover like you're doing a dental pulse. Okay, very, very selective learning. Okay, now anyway, that was Across. The advantage is one book for both. Now Rebecca and Sauman Manna, you have to buy 2 books. But the advantage of that is it's more updated. Rebecca and Sauman Manna, you will see that more recent questions are there. Whereas Across, you have it's not updated to the latest version. That's one problem with it. Now, if you come across other books, which is, okay, I'll just close one by one. So that, okay. Now, for pharmacology, this is a must have book. If you don't buy any other book, it's not a problem for me. Get your Sparsh Gupta. Because again, your dental pulse, now dental pulse is not very elaborative regarding this. Okay, but should you do dental pulse or not? Yeah, you must do dental pulse. Okay, these 2 things are mandatory, no doubt. Okay, your dental pulse and academy app, it's must do. Now, if you are a fast learner, it's good to have a Sparsh Gupta. Okay, and a very good book, very good book. Okay, so now if you go there, next is microbiology. Now, if you want to learn a little bit extra, again, very selective, I'll let you know, it's Arvind Arora. Okay, Arvind Arora is very selective MCQ book for microbiology. There are more books definitely, but yeah, very selective. Okay, very selective. It's not all. General surgery, again, very selective. Pratish Singh. Okay, it's a very good MCQ book for general surgery, which is Pratish Singh. Then general medicine, you all know, most of you know, Madid Khan. Again, all these are selective. Okay, please understand that. Orthodontics, again, selective. Jitendra Sharan, especially for those who are preparing for AIIMS. Get your Jitendra Sharan. Okay, Jitendra Sharan. Then public health dentistry, it's good to have a book called Vivek Jain. Okay, again, all the 8 you have to be selective. It's not cover to cover. The moment you start doing cover to cover, you'll have to compromise on your other parts, especially your dental pulse. Now see, dental pulse is cover to cover, but again, compared to what people used to do 10 years back, it's different. Okay, 10 years back there were only 2 volumes, isn't it? 2 volumes, and then it became 3, now it's 4 volumes. So you can't by heart line by line. And there is variations also where Dental Pulse have brought up lots of extra bit of explanation again. So there is a little bit of guided learning for Dental Pulse or dentist required, but then Dental Amaze Academy app, complete, no doubt, very selective learning for this particular area called the MCQ books part. Okay, now I'll just close this part and we'll come to the next part. So that was MCQ books. Now, do you need any textbook? First, I want to start with caution. Majorly and specifically only for image-based questions you have to use it, and that too very selective chapters. The moment you take textbook, there should be a question mark in your mind. Why am I taking it? No, definitely in between, if you want to clear some concept, it's okay. But then you have an app with you, Dental Amaze Academy app, to guide you from each and every step. So usually you don't need textbook. But now, if you want to do that extra bit of image-based questions very selectively, okay, under guidance, you can have textbooks. Okay, now let's do one by one. Anatomy, it's a very good book to have. BD Chaudhary. I wouldn't say you to get Gray's Anatomy. Though the questions are from Gray's Anatomy, it's always good to have your BD Chaudhary. Okay, good to have BD Chaudhary with you. Then oral pathology, no doubt you all have got. Now see, one general guidance. Whatever book you had previously, keep it with you. Okay, that is more than sufficient. Okay, more than sufficient. So then, yeah, you don't need to buy any textbook. Unlike your MCQ books, which we said, you don't need to buy any textbook. And now again, downloadable versions are there. You don't need the latest editions also. Okay. Then all these are for image. General Surgery, Shinoy is a good book to have. The other name of is Manipal Manual of Surgery. Now, if in your college you are using some other books, enough, no problem. Okay. Radiology, it's a very good book to have for white and furrow. Now, again, Dental Amaze Academy app has got lots of image-based questions, practice questions. Your Dental Pulse also have it. Okay. Now, this is just again, those who are very enthusiastic want to do more. Okay. So, no selectivity for these two. Okay. Again, you should have it. Now again, selectivity in the sense, if you have joined Dental Amaze Academy, you should have the Dental Amaze Academy. You should follow the Dental Amaze Academy app. That's what I mean. Okay, so that was for radiology. Then orthodontics. So now see, this is one book. If you are again, one book which is good to have, Profit. PDF versions downloadable, internet, it's available. So get it any thing. And again, selective reading of some topics. Not reading, image-based questions, turn it around and see image-based questions. OP Kharbanda is a book good for those who are preparing for AIMS exam. Okay, OP Kharbanda sir is the HOD of AIMS. I hope you all know that. Now, regarding the periodontics, you all know Karanza. Again, image-based only. Okay, all these are image-based. Prosthodontics, good to have Boucher and McCracken. Again, downloadable. All these are downloadable, available free on internet. That's sufficient to look into the image if you have some extra bit of time. But all these, before doing all these, you have to do what? Your basics. Okay, your lectures, your notes, your practice questions, your Dental Pulse, your test papers, everything. After this, if you can still spare some time, that is what this is extra all about. Okay, now this is just gathering your study materials. All of you know that it's a Sturdivant which people use for conservative. Again, is it mandatory? Again, no, same purpose. OMFS, good to have Peterson, no need for Fonseca 3 volumes. If you have it, no problem, but yeah, very selective. Okay, for image based. Periodontics, again, there is a book called Shobha Tendon. Now, McDonald's and all, not needed. Also, basically, what I mean here is, if you want to do that extra bit of learning of image based questions, okay, very selectively, you can do this. Okay, otherwise, not needed. Compared to your MCQ books, this is just very optional. Okay. Now, assessment exam. This is what I was talking to you about. If you open your app, like I showed you previously, you will see a section called assessment exam for each subject. Okay, each and every subject you have got an assessment exam. For what I want you to do is go to your schedule. You will soon get the schedule. Go to your schedule, see the first subject. okay, which is being started for you. For example, for the upcoming batch, it's going to be general surgery. We're going to start with the first subject is going to be general surgery. So go to general surgery and just attempt the assessment exam. Okay, attempt the assessment exam and please follow these things. Okay, now the purpose of assessment exam, it's very, very important. It is to set a baseline of your understanding. No matter how much you know, don't bother. Just set a baseline. You're getting 10 marks. Okay, 10 marks, enough. Okay, you're better to go with the percentage. You're getting 10%, enough. Okay, very short exam. Don't worry about it. It's not a very long exam. Very short exam. So 10 marks is your baseline or 10% is your baseline. Okay, set that. Write it somewhere. Okay. Also, it will be there on the app also. Your first attempt, your percentage is this much. Second attempt this much. So again, no problem. Even if you don't write it. Okay. Now, see your improvement. Okay, how to do that? I'll tell you. Okay, the assessment after each phase. Okay, see your improvement after each phase and analysis is there on the app. So see your improvement. How the methodology, I'm going to come to that. Okay, so it's basically for a self-assessment and improvement and analysis. Okay, so you have to do it in 3 attempts at least. The first attempt, as I've told you, before you start your subject. Now, current going students, go to your general surgery, open your app. Go to general surgery assessment exam, attempt it. Okay. Now that's your first attempt. Now second attempt after phase 1 is completed. So after your phase 1 general surgery is completed. For example, your general surgery topic is over. No matter where do you stand. You might not have done this particular chapter. You might be lagging behind. You might be slow. No problem. Okay. Whatever it is, the moment we shift, Dental Amaze Academy shift to the next subject, for example, orthodontics, give your next assessment exam. And see, did that 10% improve? That is going to give you confidence. Because please note, within, for example, general surgery is covered in 2 weeks. Okay, I told one student recently that he said, will I get 1 month to cover a subject? Please understand that. If you just consider 12 months left, okay, for your exam, next exam, then you divide, you hardly get 2 weeks to 2 weeks. Okay, now there's a different plan, don't worry. We are going to cover 3 times completely and 3 times revision. So total 6 times, but there's a strategy for that. But anyway, what I want you to do is, the moment we shift to the next subject, give your assessment exam and see did you improve. Okay, now there's a caution to come. We'll come to that. Okay, so after phase 1 you're doing, do it. Okay, then after that general surgery, we'll tell you how to revise general surgery. Once that is over, we'll guide you on the revision pattern. So now you can keep that there. Okay, keep revising. No assessment exam, no need of assessment exam. Your third attempt will be in the next phase or the final revision phase. Okay, like for example, people joining now, you will get phase 2 and phase 3 before the final revision phase. But people joining later will get number of phases will be decreased. So the moment phase 1 is over, for those joining right now, phase 2, redo the exam. So you would have already revised a good bit. You will see the improvement. So you see there on the graphical representation, this is your attempt 1, this is your attempt 2, this is your attempt 3, and you will see the improvement. And after every phase of revision, I want you to attempt the exam. Now, a very, very important caution. Don't look into the solution for the assessment exam, please. The moment you look into the solution, you know this is the answer. Okay, then you're going to, it's, for example, you have got 30 questions and you have seen all the 30 questions, this is the answer, the next attempt will never become an assessment exam. Isn't it? The moment you study that subject in a different mode, then come back, then only the assessment exam will work out. So don't look into the solution. Today, if you are attempting general surgery assessment exam, don't look into the solutions. Keep it there. Solutions you can see in the end. Okay. Then, but this, please note, this doesn't apply to other exams and practice questions. Okay. For practice questions, topic wise, subject wise, mock exam, revision test series, subject wise test papers, all those, look into the solution then and there. But assessment exam is purely for assessing your improvement. Okay, and we'll guide you also based on your improvement. Okay, and this is also a very important benchmark for us to analyze you and guide you in the last phase. We'll see your assessment exam, your weaker subject, which was the weakest subject. Now, see, for example, if you have attempted your all your assessment exams, we'll see that anatomy, your first attempt itself, for example, you have scored 10%. But when it comes to conservative dentistry, in your first attempt itself, you scored 50%. So like that, you'll also know which is your actual weaker subject. Now, after learning, the weakness will change, but your first attempt is beautiful. That is, it will analyze your weaker subject. So this will help us also. The moment we open your account for guiding at the last phase, we know that, okay, this is where you stand, this is the final guidance you need. Definitely, initial guidance will be common for all. The whole batch will be guided together, but later on, there is going to be an one-to-one session and guidance, which is very, very crucial. So this is about the assessment exam. Please don't forget to give the assessment exam. It's very important. Okay, very, very, very important. Finally, I'm going to come to the schedule part. Okay, 3 things to note here. Please note that new schedule will be updated on your app before the start of the batch. For example, if it's 1/1/2024, the batch is starting, you will get it. This week, the coming week, you'll be getting your schedule, and based on that schedule, the subjects will be covered for you. And this is what you have to look into. One. Second point to notice for the portions covered. So for the portions covered previously, for example, you are starting with a new batch, but definitely for the previous batch, there is portions covered, isn't it? So what should you do with that? Should you join that and do them? No. For now, for the time being, do purely based on your schedule. Nothing beyond that. So that we can guide you properly. Okay, you're going your own way, the guidance become problematic. So for the portions covered previously, we'll be repeating it in the end before the next phase starts. Okay, before the next phase starts, we'll be guiding you. Then start based on guidance. Once again, same thing, based on the notification and guidance provided to you. So you will be guided on your WhatsApp group, premium WhatsApp group. You will be guided through live sessions as well as recorded sessions like this, as well as in between the lectures will be very specific guidance like this. So there will be continuous guidance. Without guidance, see, 20 subjects you're learning in 10 to 12 months. Without guidance, it doesn't work out. So please start based on a guidance. Okay, and also note there is going to be and please note, when you're there in the Dental Amaze Academy, no self-preparation. It should be purely guided preparation. Okay, and each batch will have a live orientation session, and we'll update you when is the date for that. So dates will be notified. Okay, before like once the batch starts, we'll notify you about the live session. Okay, live orientation session where it will be live interactions and discussing your individual problems, whatever it is. Okay, now those joining late into a particular batch, for example, the batch started, live session is over. Okay, and you are joining a little late. What you have to do? Get the guidance on how to start. It's always advised to start early or join before the batch starts, okay, or at least the first week. And so get the guidance on how to start, plus watch the orientation session recording and participate in the upcoming live sessions so that you are catching up. Okay, so it's very, very, very important that you follow this. Now see, like I told you, you have to follow the guidance given by the academy. Whatever portions are covered for the previous batches, let it be there, because the reason why I'm saying is, like I told you, if you take selective learning, those particular books, these particular subjects, okay, for example, general surgery you're starting, we need to tell you what you have to learn from Pratish Singh, okay, what you have to focus on in Dental Pulse more specifically, which lectures are very crucial, which lectures are optional, because time is a very important factor, isn't it? How you have to revise general surgery. All these are very, very important. So it's not like we give you the contents and we tell you to learn. No, this should be guided learning. What? Now again, coming to the textbook part, for you to know what to read for image-based questions from White and Furrow, which chapter is mandatory to be read for White and Furrow. Okay, this will usually come in the next phase and all, more detailed preparation. But yes, there should be guided learning, because without guided learning, things doesn't work out. So it's very, very, very important that you follow the schedule of your batch. Okay, you follow the schedule of your batch, and whatever is finished, don't bother, it will be repeated for you. Okay, so if you have any confusions, there is the help WhatsApp group. Okay, there is a WhatsApp group there, you all know, and you have also been notified through WhatsApp. So please contact the same WhatsApp number, you will be helped directly if you have any confusion regarding this particular thing. And please watch the remaining parts directly on the app, like I've shown you, the study guide part. Okay, hopefully people, you're watching this on YouTube or on the app, it's up to you, but now the remaining sessions will be available on the app only. Okay, so thank you so much, have a great day and take care.